The Naked Gun. Haha, that's right, folks. We have a reboot of The Naked Gun. Long time ago, if you can even imagine something being rebooted from the 80s, Leslie Nielsen starred in a trilogy of films called The Naked Gun, The Files of Police Squad. They are of their time, but comedic masterpieces in a sense? Well, it makes sense. To get a studio comedy back into theaters, someone had to remake it. It was inevitable. Everything is being remade. And I'm okay with that. This is a very complex and interesting little film. That's a weird thing to say, but there is a lot to discuss with the behind the scenes to this one. It's from Akiva Schaffer, who's of the Lonely Island fame, a filmmaker who is very talented, and one of the few people left who can really sell a big studio comedy. Whether or not you like that Chippendale movie, it's really smart and really well directed. So while I would rather see Akiva work on something that's an original IP, if you want to make a studio comedy with enough money to get it in theaters, you gotta play ball. And Naked Gun is enough of a property where people are familiar with it and you could do something with it. I don't want this video to become me talking about what happened to the studio comedy. I don't want to do that. A lot has happened to the studio comedy, and it's annoying to talk about. Comedies don't play in cinemas anymore. There's a lot of reasons for that. I think a particular one is just the types of movies that make a lot of money now aren't studio comedies on this scale. You have a device in your pocket that has an algorithm that is going to show you 30-second clips on a person who is tailored to your interest in comedy. The rise of social media and the influencer and the content creator online has destroyed it. Honestly, that is a huge factor to it. And that sucks, because that is a singular experience for you as opposed to a communal experience like going to the cinema. Because seeing a movie in a theater is always going to be better than watching something on your phone. Always. No matter the case. And that is no more apparent than with a comedy. Because comedies should be enjoyed by a lot of people. And you want to see an actual comedy in theaters. I'm not talking about like an action comedy where it's the parody character or the self-deprecating, everyone's whippy and got a one-liner. That's not what I mean. I just mean jokes per minute. We're going for the punchline. We're setting it up and paying it off. Not just the dumb, simplistic humor that can come from certain characters in certain big franchises. A straight-up comedy. It's rare we see those. And when we do get them, nobody goes to see them. So we have a Naked Gun movie. It is probably the only way today that we get something like this in a cinema. I gotta say, as somebody who is a massive fan of the original film and likes the sequels, I am happy. This was a really good movie, and I just was like, oh man, I have missed this feeling. Just being surrounded by people who are interested in a comedy that is happening. That's so nice. We're all vibing. And it's really funny. I hate to say this too, but I just don't know if a younger crowd is going to gel with this one because attention spans are broken and it's such a specific type of humor that I just don't know. It feels very of the time, but also it's very classic. I fear there's going to be some people who are afraid to see this one, and I hate that feeling. I don't think you should be afraid of this film. You should welcome it with open arms because it is well worth the investigation, because it's really clever. Does every joke land? No, there's some that are a little on the nose that aren't like the most perfect thing. But I respect this film for trying, and I think if 10 of the jokes land out of 11 of them, that's not bad, you know? It's slowly building us towards maybe getting a better type of this movie again, if we ever do. So this stars Liam Neeson. He plays Frank Drebin Jr., the son of Leslie Nielsen's character, and he is investigating a crime and it leads him down a mysterious thing. It is really perfect for this type of parody today. Liam Neeson's the perfect type of guy for this. A couple years ago, he did a Philip Marlowe movie, which I thought was all right. So just having him parody a movie he just did, I'm not against that. Like, he's been the action star for so long that actually being a believable comedic action star like this, you think he might fall to the wayside, but he actually holds himself really well. He goes to places that I know he can do, but just seeing them on display, fully formed and realized on this level, you're like, oh yeah, this is a talented actor, you know? He's doing the stuff he's done for Seth MacFarlane a couple times. It's a lot of like the silly jokes from Ted that he did, but let's amplify it to a whole feature film. Seth MacFarlane produced this, of course. I'm sure he really helped Neeson be like, this is perfect for you, because you are a guy who we can see is straight-laced, but also get silly. And that's another key thing to a movie like this that I don't think everybody who's younger is going to get. You gotta cast serious actors who can play this stuff seriously, because it's better when it's straight-faced. Like Danny Houston knows exactly what he's doing. Another guy who was in the Philip Marlowe movie. He knows how to play the villain in this piece. He's just like, yeah, I just do the thing I do, and you just give me funny stuff to say. That's how you do it. Paul Walter Hauser is another guy like that who just can show up, give you some lines, the little bit of physical comedy, and he nails it. He's a little more like on the sketch side of stuff, but that's his history. It's just really good for a supporting character. But the breakout, and I hate to say breakout because she's so good in everything, is Pamela Anderson, who was born for this. You can just tell she is so committed to what she has to do. I'll play the damsel, I'll play this beautiful femme fatale if I have to, and just perfectly in tone with everything that Neeson is giving. They work so well together, and maybe they fell in love after making the film. I think that's great. I think you watch a film like this and you buy the chemistry, and the chemistry really works. It is kind of hard to talk about a comedy because a lot of it is just, that joke's funny. That joke is funny. And I don't want to talk about every single joke in particular. There are some really funny references to Buffy and the Black Eyed Peas that I think are really well handled. There's a really good gag that involves like the windshield of a car. There's a really good gag that involves coffee. They're really smart stuff. And it's just comedy writers writing a comedy, you know? Like, how is that such a weird thing that nobody can expect? They're so good at it. And it's just, yeah, these are guys making jokes. There's some extended sequences that play out like an SNL digital short that Lonely Island would do or something. But it's a really funny sequence, and it just so works for this movie. And it's 85 minutes long, and I'm like, oh yeah, don't overextend this shit. Get us in and out, do the quick jokes, and we're here for it. My audience was electric. That is so rare to see on this scale. It isn't for something that's quippy. It's not quippy. It's just really smart jokes. They look stupid, but they're really smart. There's a whole body cam sequence that is so well handled. Like, this is what you want to see. If we could get these going back to theaters again, there is something really positive that could come from it. A communal experience of laughing together and enjoying your time. That seems impossible, but it could hopefully start with The Naked Gun. I don't know if it will, because my audience was primarily people over 50, and this is a movie that stars people over 50. So I don't know if this is going to get young people to see it. But they should. Because if you like stuff you're seeing on TikTok, it's like 10 seconds of a stupid joke. This is the movie for that. There's so much of that. I just really want this stuff to work again, you know? It felt so good to see like an audience responding in this way. We're all laughing at the absurdity of this extended like love sequence. We're all just so impressed with the like surprise jokes that we're making. Everyone was in on it, you know? We're all happy. And it's a really stupid little like takedown of Elon Musk. And I'm like, that's perfect, you know? Oh, like this is what it wants to be. This is what we should have. Let's let these exist again. We should be getting there, but we're not. I just want things to be good. And this is really good, and I want people to laugh at the jokes because they're clever. They're clever. Really clever. Oh, man. Good little film. So, The Naked Gun. It's not a brilliant masterpiece, but it's really well handled in every single side of things. Well written, well acted, well directed, perfect homage to the original. I'm going to give this film a 9 out of 10. Now, thank you all for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And of course, I will catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe, good luck.